What's in my pack?
What's in my pack?
This is a video about what couples share
And what we do not share
when we go backpacking together. Last week on the community page, I had asked all of our subscribers to give us ideas or if they had any questions about gear, backpacking, things they wanted to see a video about.
So Angela Smith was kind enough to ask us, what packs do you carry? When you backpack together, do you share gear? And if so, what gear do you share or not share, and why?
We thought this was a great idea for a video. A lot of times we get couples and people asking questions on how do you split up the gear, who carries what, and why, just like Angela said. So thank you, Angela, for that. And
let's get to it.
We're going to send you a little swag bag out of Inner Element.
Yeah, some
stuff
goodies.
For that.
Since you were the only person that actually asked the question.
So shoot us an email and we'll send you some swag out.
We will.
Let's start with what we don't share.
Okay. Well, I'll start this one.
Okay.
I do not share my cooler cloth. Because he would have one use for it.
I don't really have the proper use for it. No.
And you're not wiping your ass with it.
No.
Because that would be disgusting. So I don't share my cooler cloth.
We do
if
not
you asked me for it, that would be disturbing anyway.
We do not share toothbrushes.
We do not share toothbrushes because that's just kind of gross.
Yeah. We do not share coffee mugs. We have our own coffee mugs because we have to have our own coffee in the morning.
And we don't like sharing coffee. Yeah. Let's see. What else do we not share?
It's not really much.
Oh, I don't share my meds.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not.
I'm on Adderall for ADD, in case you can't tell what I need. And I would not share that because this guy would probably have a heart attack
bouncing
on
off
trail.
the walls, and my heart would probably jump out of my body.
So I think we pretty much share everything else. We love sharing, don't we?
Yes.
Sharing is caring.
Yep. She also asked us what packs do we carry. Now, on longer multi-day trips, we always absolutely carry our Chicken Tramper Ultralight Gear backpacks. They're custom-made 50-liter backpacks. And by far the best packs we've ever used.
Yep.
Carry weight awesome. Have plenty of space for all of our gear.
Customer service is incredible.
Top notch. And the way it's designed, if we don't have that much gear to carry, we can roll the roll tops down and carry less. Oh yeah, super light. Under 2 pounds. If we're going on overnight trips, especially during the warmer weather, we have some Waymark mile packs.
Love them too.
Hers is a newer 28-liter model. Mine's a slightly older one. It's 30 liters. And we love those for day hikes and, like I said, for overnight hikes in warmer weather where we don't have to carry big, heavy quilts and a lot of extra clothing and stuff. Yeah,
Great
excellent.
packs.
So how do we pack our packs and who carries what?
It depends.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, for the most part, we begin by packing our packs. We carry our own sleep systems, which use our quilt or sleeping bag with our sleep pad or pillow. So that's a basic base of both of our packs.
And some of that is the same. We use the same sleep pads. We use the same pillows.
Yeah. Just our own. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I use a quilt. He uses either a sleeping bag or a quilt. So that's a little different. But everything else is pretty much the same.
Yeah. From there,
we share
clothing, we have our own base layers, our own sleep clothes, sleep
wear my
socks,
panties.
extra, an extra pair of socks, things like that. So we carry those separately. From there, it kind of varies on what we're carrying. Usually, I will carry, if we have to carry a bear canister, I'm usually carrying the bear canister. And then maybe we'll shift the weight of some other things over to her pack to kind of, I try to keep her pack about within 2 to 3 pounds less of mine. Yeah,
because I had back surgeries, a few spinal fusions, so mine's a little bit less.
Yeah, luckily over time we've gotten our base weights down to around, depending on the season, 10 to 12 pounds on our base weight. That's before food, fuel, water and all that stuff. Yeah. We both carry two 1-liter water bottles and a 750 ml up on our shoulder strap.
You carry a Canuck bag?
I carry the Canuck bag with the main water filter. Elise carries a backup water filter, so in case obviously we have one fail, we have a backup.
And if we carry a bear canister especially, I will carry like the day's food. Like after breakfast, we break down camp. I will carry our lunch, usually our dinner, and
snacks.
We'll carry our own snacks. But
Yeah. From there, I think she usually carries the poop kit. I carry the first aid kit.
Yeah, so this way he can't get too far ahead of me. Because if he's got to poop and he's 2 miles ahead of me, he's
like I said, we
luck.
normally carry our own mugs and our own packs. Now the cook system again, if we're going together, we use a 1 liter pot. If we go by ourselves, we use a smaller pot, but we're usually always together, and our cook system's a 1 liter pot and a Soda Windmaster stove.
And we obviously share a tent. Now, if we're using a double wall tent, they're both Durston tents. We love them.
Yeah.
If we're using the double wall, then occasionally I'll carry the rain fly, especially if it's wet or whatever, and you carry the body.
Yeah.
But our Dyneema tent being single-walled,
and only a pound and a quarter, all this,
so
carry
we
in
share
mind.
a tent. But I actually, since we're on the topic of what couples share on trail and sharing a tent and, really tight quarters, I have a question. Okay, so I'm no kind of perv or anything like that. I swear to God. Well, I guess it depends who you ask, but because somebody actually literally asked Dixie from Homemade Wanderlust this same question. So if you're on trail with your significant other, especially if you're going to be on trail for a while and you're in tight sleeping quarters, so do you get intimate on trail? I mean, and how intimate? You don't have to go in detail, but I mean, and what would it depend on? Like if you both smell like dumpster hiker trash, does that kind of kill the mood? Or not, right? I mean, I don't know. Are you too tired when you get to camp? Because usually, in my experience, I want nothing to do with it. I just want to go to bed. But I was just wondering, do people actually, especially through hikers, if you're going to be on trail with your significant other for 6 months, do you wait till you get to a hostel and then go, all out, or do you, get cozy in your tent? I don't know why I want to know this, but just curious. I just want to know. So please leave it in the comments below, if you dare.
So the other things that we kind of carry, a lot of the gear that we carry as a couple, we've pretty much bought the same types of things, except for our sleeping bags and quilts. Pretty much everything's kind of the same. Our sleeping pads are the same.
Yeah, our pillows are exactly the same. Of course, the tent that we share is the same.
We have the same headlamps. We each carry a headlamp. I carry usually a little repair kit ditty bag with repair stuff and a little air pump, whatever we're carrying. She carries a toiletry bag that has all of her toiletries in it.
Usually, because I have to take meds, so I keep them in there. We each carry our own battery banks.
Yep. We carry battery banks, if we carry either one or two each, depending on how long the trip is going to be, we have our own electronics bag with our own cords and battery banks.
We both usually carry our own Picaridin as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's just easier to grab it out of your fanny pack or whatever just to apply.
And like I said, sometimes depending on the length of the hike, the season, there's a lot of variables in there.
Yeah.
So, depending on how heavy our packs are, how much food we have to carry, if it's a longer hike.
Yeah, if it's a longer hike, I talked about how I carry the bear canister. If we're carrying bear bags, if we can hang bear bags and not require to carry a bear canister, a lot of times on a longer hike, we'll carry 2 bear bags, and we'll split the food. I'll carry half of it, and she'll carry half of it. Again, we just try to kind of keep our backpacks within, 2 to 3 pounds of each other. And so it's fair. I mean, we're both good hikers. We're both strong hikers, so we're pretty much equal as far as on trail about speed and the length we can go.
Now the next hike we're doing here in April is a little bit different situation because both areas that we're going to require bear canisters. So the first leg of the trip is only a quick overnighter, so he will carry the small bear canister.
Yeah.
The second leg of the trip, which is 5 days?
5
days,
and days.
They're both in Pisgah. Yeah. And that area also requires a bear canister, so he will carry
I'll be carrying the larger bear canister.
And I will be carrying a smaller one.
Yeah.
So.
If for some reason you don't have to carry the smaller one, depending on how it actually shakes out, she'll still probably be carrying the day's food in her pack.
Yeah, definitely.
So after breakfast, she'll carry that day's lunch, she'll carry that day's dinner, the day's snacks. Like I said, normally in the morning the snacks get divided between us, and we carry them in our fanny packs and such.
We do carry one luxury item that we didn't mention.
We do carry one luxury item.
Usually.
Usually on just about every trip. We have Helinox Chair Zeros.
Oh, yes.
And we each carry one of those in each of our packs, usually out on with our chicken trampers especially. We have plenty of space next to our water bottle on one of the side pockets.
There's a lot of controversy over that. Either people love them or they hate them.
We went on one long trip where we had to carry a lot of food and carried our sit pads instead of our chairs. And
I hated it.
Yeah, we hated it.
You sit on rocks are poking you in the ass.
It doesn't matter if you have a little sit pad or not. You don't have the back support. After a long day of hiking, it's really nice to just sit in a chair and relax. And
plus on this trip we're going to be camping at like 6,000 feet elevation on Bald a couple times. There's no trees to lean up against. Nothing.
And it'd be much nicer again to sit back in a chair, watch sunrise, sunset, just relax after a long day of hiking.
Yep.
So that's our one luxury item that we usually take. People always want to know about luxury items. That's really the only thing that we carry that I would call a luxury item.
Yeah, and we both carry GoPros. That's not really considered gear necessarily.
Yeah, because we have a YouTube channel. We do carry camera gear, so we each carry on GoPros.
I usually do like the B-roll footage.
Yeah.
Most of that, or if I see something that he doesn't notice or whatever.
I usually carry our wireless mic setup.
And the drone.
The extra batteries. If we bring a drone, again, depending on which way we're packed, sometimes she'll carry it. Or she'll carry the drone, I'll carry the drone controllers and the battery pack. So again, we try to split the weight pretty even.
Yeah, so it does change from trip to trip.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
But
so
that's about it.
That's about it, yeah.
What else do we share? We share our love for each other. Right. Oh, bear spray. He carries bear spray because
if we are going into bear country where there is high population of bears, I usually carry the bear spray. I also always carry the Garmin InReach.
I pick on him about the bear spray because I think it's ridiculous if you're not in grizzly country. But you know what? If it gives him peace of mind.
Yep. It's not that much weight. I carry it on my hip. And so there you go. Yeah. They say we all pack our fears. So
what do I pack? Do I pack a fear? Extra toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yes. I did not want to have gross runny skid marks for 5 days on trail. That would terrify me. Really, really terrifying. I think that's the only fear I pack.
So any other questions about what we carry and or why, if we left something out, or if there's if you guys do something different, wildly different than that, leave it in the comments below, please.
Yeah, especially if you're a couple. How do you work out the whole gear arrangement?
We have heard in some videos, now again, like I said, we hike pretty much at the same speed and we never get out of range, out of shouting range to each other. There are some schools of thought that say, each person should have their own shelter, they should have their own cook system, they should have their own food. We are never going to be in that position. If one of us had to be left behind because we were that badly injured, obviously the person that was going for help would leave the other with the shelter, the cook system, the food, everything else. Like I said, we do carry the Garmin InReach with the SOS, so in case we did get into trouble, that far if we're out of cell range. Again, like I said, other couples out there, if you do things differently, or let us know how you do things, and
our system works for us. It may not work for somebody else, but we haven't gotten divorced yet.
Yep.
We love hiking together. Mostly.
So once again, thank you, Angela, and contact us by email. We'll definitely send you out a little Inner Element swag with some stickers and maybe a couple little things.
We love giving shit away.
And also, we fail to mention constantly, and there actually is a link down in our information in every one of the videos. We have a merch store. So if anybody's actually interested in anything Inner Element, we have everything from stickers, T-shirts, hoodies, hats. The list goes on.
We make nothing off it. 3 cents.
We
I don't know.
Don't mark anything up to make money on it. We try to put things out as cheap as possible. To move some stuff. It's just kind of fun to have it out there. And so check it out.
Yeah.
And as always, and until next time, we hope to see you outside
together in love.
God.